How are you doing? Mm. Okay, here we are back with Wash Your Hands and Meditate in English. How is everybody doing today? I feel that life is such a fine balancing of, ups and downs and high and lows and expectations and dreams and reality as it comes. When you find yourself one moment in an absolute high, you might know 2 hours later to see yourself in an absolute low. And to me, the gift of life is not to, or the gift of working your way through life is to me not to try to be one or the other on the constant search of contentment or on the constant search of feeling contentment. But it is, like we did yesterday, to allow life to work through us and to really feel the emotions that we do get. We are sometimes so tied up in like how we felt the moment before, maybe very up or maybe very down, that we miss the moment of that life continues and that everything needs an expression. So today in our meditation, let's go back in allowing ourselves to settle in with ourselves and with our desires and with what truly happens to us and within us and around us. And not in such a frightening way that we feel we need to control and direct it, but that we arrive at a place where we engage with what we need to engage with and where we let be whatever needs to be let be, where we find compassion for ourselves first and then for the people around us, where we find also the trust and the truth and the power and the courage to feel what we are feeling and to say what we need to say. In this controversy times, I often feel like it's very hard to say what's on your mind if it's against what a lot of other people are perceiving. We're easily being told not to say what we truly think is on our minds, and because we could kill somebody or we could, infect somebody. And so if we are of different opinion, anyways, let's not go there. But what I'm trying to say is it takes a lot of courage and a lot of kind of acknowledging and not depending on what you want to say, but being with what truly is. Because my experience is that when we speak the truth, people understand. If it's not coming from a theory or from a high opinion, but if it's like something that's really speaking through you, through me, then people are ready to listen and maybe take a taste of your own drink. So it's afternoon here where I am, and the sun will not set for another while, but there is a sensation of that most of the day's work is done. So as we slip into a lazy or maybe busy afternoon, preparing to wind down, give yourself permission for a moment to dissolve into the absorption of the day by closing your eyes, resting back into your chair, And let go of all the valleys and rivers, all the dreams you need to chase, and the outcomes. And let them move a little bit more into the distance. And allow yourself the gift to rest, to not pursue, to not get stuck. And to come into the calmness of what resting means to you and your mind. Because when we do come back, even like from this meditation, or if that was your sleep, your blissful sleep of letting go of everything, we easily put back on not only the clothes and the concepts we live with, but also all the chores, worries, and ideas from the past. Our mind's voice is easily guiding us back into the busyness of what we need to achieve in order for us to have a right to be here. We're weighing ourselves down with the heaviness of those ideas of how we need to live. And what our life needs to look like if we only achieve this or that. We need to manage the things. But today and now, right now, surrender. Surrender into this sweet calmness that embraces you like the sea, like the lake, like cooling water. And it's almost like you say to yourself, I'm going to give up all this. I wave the white flag of inner peace. So that you can dive into the cosmic river. To be like sheltered and held like in your mother's womb. And even as you were born and you came into this world, to be as joyfully embracing this very moment. As you sink deeper into this sensation, to allow yourself to release deeper and deeper into not controlling. into the power of where life wants to bring you, your destiny, into the trust and connection of that you not always have to be in control. Not like a ship on the ocean, like the waves and the wind that brings the ship towards another destination. You don't need to give up all the steering. You can still have dreams and aspirations. But in between those dreams and aspirations, you can give up the fear of missing out on your target, missing out on your life's mission, missing out that you are not doing what you need to do, instead of being guided by your life force. And so that you and your life force, you're co-creating your life hand in hand, one leading the other, one holding the other. And that most of what happens to us is in our favor. Even if you feel at the mercy of life, life never gives you anything you can't handle. And maybe you're underestimating who you truly are, your gifts, your powers, your resilience. Because only if you surrender, you will see how beautiful you're navigating your life in co-creation. So cut the cords to all the fears that are holding you back right now to sink like into deep sleep, into deep release, into away from the missions and the longings, into the here and now. So that you can rejoice in your own life force, in the deep rest that you need from time to time, from day to day, from week to week. And that you can understand that surrendering means to live, to fully live. Just before you open your eyes, see how long you can stay in that sweetness of surrender, not putting on those clothes of ideas, what you need to do next. So taking a breath in and out, open your eyes, and come back. Hello, everybody. How did that go? Thumbs up, thumbs down, hearts open, hearts closed. Feeling a little bit blindsided. Yes. Okay. Life is full of amazing stories, I think. Like we so greatly like to, lots of us, we like stories, I believe. That's why we read or why we watch movies, and that's why we read novels, and we feel so inspired by characters. And because we're reading it, we're less involved in their struggle. But at the same time, we feel touched. And if you feel, yes, it was lovely. Thank you to the two of you, Daria and Jessica. If you feel that you not only want to be the observer of those stories, but that your life is already a story unfolding, then it's good to come into this piece of surrendering at times and not wanting to steer the boat all the time or put on, the motor to make it cross the ocean and go to that place, but to also trust a little bit the wind and the waves are carrying you and holding you, particularly when you're getting tired. And when you're tired, that's the biggest thing for all of us, I think. When we're getting tired, we don't see that we're in this part of the story where we need to surrender, because in surrendering, we often meet opportunities in form of people or small gifts, or I don't know what, but if you look back to the very moment when your life changed, where were you energetically? Were you giving up? To me, that's certainly a truth. The moment I said, like, it's enough, it was, like I said, I need help. And in that giving up and surrendering, life force helped me to connect with something else that helped me along my way. Anyways, if you like to hear those kind of stories, I just wanted to point out that I'm hosting a podcast on all the major channels, which is called How to Travel in a Journey. And I'm telling a lot of life stories there and sharing life stories with people that have extraordinaries, adventures, not only extraordinary, but in their minor details. So listen in if you'd like to hear those stories as a way of understanding how they surrendered to arrive in a different place. So wishing you all the best for this lovely afternoon and evening. And I see you tomorrow at 5. Wash your hands and meditate.